And hello YouTube, this is Thomas Judge back once again with another YouTube reading guide series. Today I'm releasing the fourth in a series of 7 videos talking through the Marvel What If line of comics. This short series is basically breaking down all the comic issues of the What If universe as best I can. In order to do that and understand what I'm talking about, I've actually read them all. I say all of them, I've read 220 or so out of the total 244 What If comics that have currently been released. If you want to understand really kind of all the terms and the background to What If and how it all set up and so on, then please watch the first video in this series, or even better, watch the multiverse explanation video in my Vocabulary of Comics series. So the link to that is going to be in the description below. And I strongly recommend it because it's one of the key principles all comic readers really need to know to kind of get a grasp of how comic universes are constructed if they're going to dive deeply into the hobby. So with no further ado, there exist parallel worlds beyond our own. Within these worlds, each living being faces turning points in their own existence, and a choice must be made at every one of these points. Choices that will affect their own destinies, and perhaps that of their world or even the universe itself. Call it the road not taken, the chance missed, the decision deferred, of what might have been, what could have happened, but for the invisible workings of an incomprehensible fate. Call it what if. Well, there you have it. In today's video, we're going to continue the second major What If series. And for this second volume, I'm going to explicitly be showing you which issues are available in Marvel Unlimited or in Comixology or digitally, because most of them are not. Literally a handful are available digitally. That makes it quite tricky to track them down. I had to track these down physically, which is why I didn't manage to read all 244 issues, but I came pretty close. Let's get right into it. Carrying on from where we stopped last time. Last time we finished with Timequake in issue 39. This time we're going to start with issue 40, which is asking the question, what if Storm of the X-Men had remained a thief? So this spins out of the Uncanny X-Men story in issue 117 of Uncanny X-Men, and this world is designated Earth 92800. Issue 41 asks the question, what if the Avengers had fought Galactus, based on Fantastic Four number 1 and Fantastic Four numbers 48 to 50. So this world was designated Earth 9290. Issue 42 asks, what if Spider-Man had kept his 6 arms, based on the Amazing Spider-Man number 100. This world is designated Earth 92100. Issue 43 asks, what if Wolverine had married Mariko, based on Uncanny X-Men number 173. This world is designated Earth 4392. Issue 44 asks, what if Venom had possessed the Punisher, based on Web of Spider-Man number 1. So this world is designated Earth 92164. Issue 45 asks, what if Barbara Ketch had become the Ghost Rider and is based on Ghost Rider Volume 3, Issue 1. This world is designated Earth 11993. Issue 46 and 47 are both in a two-parter. So issue 46 is the first part and asks the question, what if Cable had destroyed the X-Men? And issue 47 then asks, subsequently, what if Magneto took over the USA? Both of these spin out of the events of Uncanny X-Men number 269, and like I say, it's a two-parter, all set on Earth 21993. Issue 48 asks the question, what if Daredevil had saved Nuke, which is based on Daredevil issue 233. This is Earth designation 934. Issue 49 is extremely rarely enough on Marvel Unlimited and Comixology, which is not something you can say for most of the comics during this era. So this particular issue asks, what if the Silver Surfer possessed the Infinity Gauntlet, and is based on issue 4 of the Infinity Gauntlet miniseries or event. Another take on this appears later on in number or issue 104 in this series, which we'll cover next time. But this world is designated Earth 93549. Issue 50 is a landmark issue asking the question, what if the Hulk had killed Wolverine, and is based on the Incredible Hulk number 340. This Earth is designation Earth 93600 and is sort of a reversed, kind of inverted remake of what if number 31, which asks the opposite question. Issue 51 asks, what if the Punisher became Captain America, and is based on Captain America number 212. This world was designated Earth 93070. Issue 52 asks, what if Doctor Doom became Sorcerer Supreme, and is based on Fantastic Four issue 5. This is an Earth designated number 938. Issue 53 actually asks three different questions and has three different universes in it. So the first one it asks is, what if the Iron Man of 2020 had been stranded in the past, which is Earth 8410? And this actually spins, randomly enough, spins out of the Amazing Spider-Man Annual 20. The next question it asks is, what if Rick Jones and Bruce Banner had both remained as the Hulk? And that's Earth 9390, and spins out of Incredible Hulk issue 332. And then the final story in this issue is, what if Spider-Man had killed the Lizard, which is Earth 9391, and spins out of Spider-Man issue 5. Moving on to issue 54, please note this is collected in Marvel Unlimited and Comixology if you want to read it there. This asks the question, what if Death's Head 1 had lived, and spins out of, unsurprisingly, issue 1 of Death's Head 2. This is actually the only Marvel UK themed issue. I've got an affinity for Marvel UK, obviously, because I live in the UK. This was written and penciled by Death's Head 1 co-creator Simon Furman and George Senior, I believe. So this world is designated Earth 8454. Issue 55 is also available digitally. And in fact, the next two issues are, because they're both part of a two-parter. So this is called What If Avengers Lost Operation Galactic Storm? And part one of it is the one you can see here, number 55. And the second part is issue 56. And this is part 2, and they're both based or spinning out of Avengers issue 346. Like I say, please note they are available digitally if you'd like to read them. And then they're both on Earth 93165 as well. Moving away from those, issue 57 asks, what if the Punisher became an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.? This world was designated Earth 94157. Issue 58 asks, what if the Punisher had killed Spider-Man, and is based on the Amazing Spider-Man number 129. So this world is designated Earth 58942. Issue 59 asks, what if Wolverine led Alpha Flight and is based on Uncanny X-Men number 121. This is an Earth designated as 39259. Issue 60 is the What If X-Men Wedding album and is actually available digitally if you'd like to read it. It contains 3 separate stories that all relate to the Cyclops-Jean Grey relationship, looking at what would have happened in the following 3 scenarios. Scenario 1, what if Scott had married Jean in the early days of the X-Men? So this is based on Amazing Adventures number 11, and that was Earth 94040. It also asks, what if the pair had never gotten together, which is based on Uncanny X-Men issue 1, which is Earth 94041. And it also asks the very interesting question of what if Jean had married Wolverine instead, based on Uncanny X-Men number 101. So that's Earth 94042. Moving on from that, again, we're back into the era where nothing is collected or available digitally at all. What if Spider-Man's parents destroyed his family? This is issue 61 and is based on the Amazing Spider-Man issue 387. This world is designated Earth 94561. Issue 62 asks, what if Wolverine battled Weapon X, and is based on Marvel Comics Presents number 72. This world was designated Earth 199406. Marvel Comics Presents is an interesting series. Lots of kind of vignettes and like short to be continued little stories and bits all kind of collected in an anthology. I need to read it at some point, and when I do, if you're interested, I can do a reading order for that. The next issue is issue 63, What If War Machine Had Not Destroyed the Living Laser? This is based on Iron Man number 289. And this issue, interestingly, allows the reader to choose from 3 different endings, which are designated respectively Earth 947, 9470, and 9471. Issue 64 asks, what if Iron Man sold out, and is based on Tales of Suspense number 39. This world was designated Earth 64894. Issue 65 asks, what if Archangel fell from grace, based on X Factor number 25. This world was actually designated Earth 94964, although I'm not certain of that, and if you know better, please comment below. Issue 66 asks, what if Rogue possessed the power of Thor? This is based on Avengers Annual 10 and is an Earth designated 941066. Issues 67 and 68 are a two-parter. They both ask the same question, what if Captain America was revived in 1994, which is pretty much when this was published, and so they both spin out of Avengers number 4. That makes them really a remake of What If issue 44 from the first series, and both of these issues are set in Earth 11947. The next issue is issue 69. What if Strife had killed the X-Men? This is based on X-Force number 18 and is Earth Designate 95169. The next issue is issue 70. What if the Silver Surfer had not betrayed Galactus? This is Earth Designation 9502. What if the Gamma Bomb had spawned 1,000 Hulks? That's issue 71, and this world is designated 95371. Issue 72 is What if Spider-Man was a murderer, based on AF-15, so the classic initial Spider-Man issue, and this world is designated Earth 9576. Next issue is 73. What if the Kingpin owned Daredevil, based on Daredevil number 1? This is Earth designation 73595. And then issue 74 is What if Mr. Sinister had formed the X-Men, based on Uncanny X-Men number 1? This is Earth 956. Number 75 asks what if Blink from Generation X had not died, which is based on X-Men number 37, and this world is designated Earth 957. Issue 76 is What if Peter Parker had to destroy Spider-Man, based on, again, AF-15, the initial Spider-Man issue. I think this is designated Earth 9790. An interesting point about this issue is the last issue to officially feature Uatu the Watcher as the narrator, even though he's been absent for some of the previous issues, which is quite important because Uatu has been like a main narrative framing mechanism for all the What If issues up until this point. Now, this story, issue 76, is another take on one of the three from What If number 7 that we looked at way back in the first video. And I think with that, we're going to draw this fourth video to a close. What I will say is several people have asked me why I'm not giving my opinions on all the individual issues and so on and so forth. The reason is I don't really enjoy, or I haven't really enjoyed, any of the issues up until pretty much this point. From about issue 70 of the second season onward, I started to really enjoy them. But prior to that, I didn't really, I read them all, or read the ones I could get hold of, which was very nearly all of them. But I didn't really massively enjoy them. And the reason for that is I'm a modern age reader. So reading some stuff from the 80s and so on, it's a real slog for me. And I don't want to jaundice or prejudice your own opinion. If you enjoy that sort of stuff, go ahead, you should read it. But it's not really for me. What I would say is from this point on, so really from kind of the mid-70s of What If Series 2 onwards, is definitely my jam. And if and when Marvel eventually get around to releasing these as omnibuses, which I think is going to be still 2 or 3 omnibus announcements away, then I will definitely be picking these up, because this is where, especially for the next video, we are getting into the golden age of Marvel What If, as far as I'm concerned. But again, keep in mind, I am not only a modern age reader, I'm a 90s child, so I really have a soft spot for the mid to late 90s of comics, even though objectively I'm aware a lot of people think they're rubbish, and I can see why. But in case you wanted to know, and one of the people that have messaged me and so on asking why I don't give opinions, that's why. I generally try not to review things personally, because it's only my opinion. And who am I? I'm nobody. I don't know anything. So anyway, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, where I tend to post a one-tweet daily review, whatever I've read in that particular day, or you can tweet me or message me directly to ask me questions, to get any help on anything that you want. If you want to support the channel and support what I do, that's easy enough. Please don't donate. I don't have a Patreon. All you need to do is head over to Amazon and pick up the first volume of my prose superhero novel, No Gods or Kings. It will cost you less than $1 and is even free if you've got Kindle Unlimited. If you're unsure and you want to check out a free excerpt, it's available on my website, nogodsorkings.com, and the link is in the description below. Until next time, everyone, stay classy.